Hey everyone, in today's video, I'll be showing you step by step how you can start your own online store in 2024. If you've ever wanted to do this, but the thought of starting a website terrifies you, then this video is for you. There's literally no better time to start a website than today because of all the different tools and platforms that are out there that can help you start your website from scratch. And yeah, this guide is meant for absolute beginners with no coding knowledge or any website design experience. So feel free to follow along as I'll be showing you the entire process from start to finish. But before we start, I do want to mention that here at My First Website, we do have a service where we can set up your first website for free. So if you're a beginner and you're interested in that offer, then feel free to check out our website down below. But if you want to learn how to do it yourself, then that's what I'm going to be teaching you in this video. And there are actually only 3 different steps, and that is going to be to get your web hosting set up, customize your website, and add your product. Yes, it's really that simple. So let's jump right into step number 1. So in terms of web hosting, there's a bunch of different platforms out there that you can choose. The one that we recommend here on My First Website is going to be Hostinger. They're an extremely affordable platform for most beginners. And yeah, we also have a special discount code that you guys can use. And yeah, so here I am on the website. And again, if you guys use the link down below, you guys can get started right now for under $3 per month. As you guys can see, they also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So yeah, compared to all the other web hosting platforms out there, this one is very affordable. And so to get started, just go ahead and click on Claim Deal right here. And from here, it's going to ask you to choose a web hosting plan. So they have 3 different plans. They have the premium, the business, and the cloud startup plans. For most beginners, I recommend just the premium plan. This one's perfect for most beginners. With this, you're going to get access to standard performance, 100 different websites. So yes, you can create up to 100 different websites on this one hosting plan. You also get 100 gigabytes of SSD storage, weekly backups, unlimited free SSL, unlimited bandwidth, free email, and a free domain name. But if you guys want increased performance or more storage, then you guys can go ahead and check out the business and the cloud startup plans. But for this example, I'll just go ahead and choose the premium one. So I'll add this one to my cart. And now from here, it's going to ask me to choose a time period. So they have different plans. The only one that I don't recommend is the 1-month plan, obviously because it's a lot more expensive. And then the longer that you lock in, the cheaper it's going to be. So they'll give you 2 months for free, and it's going to renew at a cheaper price compared to these ones. But if you're a total beginner and you just want to try it out, then the 12-month plan is perfect. And going down here, you guys can create your own account. And before you guys actually enter in your information, just go ahead and click right here where it asks you if you have a coupon code. And right here, go ahead and enter in our code, My First Website. And once you guys apply that coupon code, you guys are going to see that it's now at a greater discount. So in this case, I'm getting 1 year's worth of web hosting with all the different features that we talked about, all for just $32.29. So guys, this is an insane deal. I highly recommend that you guys check them out. Again, we'll leave a link down below in the description. But yeah, basically from here, all you have to do is just enter in the rest of your information and then click on Submit Secure Payment. Now, once you guys have logged into your Hostinger account, you guys are going to get taken to a page like this where it should tell you you have the hosting plan right here. And then on the right hand side, you should see a button right here that says Setup. So if you guys click on that Setup button, it's going to take you through the entire process. And so this is what it's going to look like. You just have to click on Start Now. And it's going to ask you if you want to create a new website or migrate one. I'll just go ahead and click on Create New Website. And now here it's going to ask me if I want to choose WordPress or Hostinger's Builder with AI. We have other videos on this channel that go over Hostinger's AI website builder. So if you guys are interested in that, it's a little bit less customizable than WordPress, but it is a lot faster because the AI is building out your entire website for you in a couple of minutes. But yeah, for this video, we're going to go ahead and choose WordPress. And so now you just have to create your login details. So you just enter in a password. From here, it's going to ask you if you want to add any plugins to your website. For now, I'll just click on skip. And they're also going to ask you if you want to pre-install any templates. For now, I'll just click on skip as well. And now here's where you can actually enter in your brand name and business details, and you can let ChatGPT generate a lot of content for your website, but this is totally optional. For now, I'll just click on skip. And now here's where I can choose the free domain name, or I could use an existing domain name if I've purchased it with another provider. But yeah, for this example, let's go ahead and enter in our desired domain name. And then once that's done, you just have to click on the setup button, and then it's going to go ahead and start building out your WordPress website for you. Okay, cool. So now that it's done, I can go ahead and edit my website on the WordPress admin panel, or I can go ahead and go to the Hostinger control panel here. And this is where I'd be able to manage things like the SSL certificate as well as the website email, but you guys can mess around with all that stuff on your own. For now, let's go ahead and go to the WordPress admin panel. Okay, so here I am on the WordPress dashboard. As you guys can see, this is the left-hand side where I can customize my website. And so the very first thing that I recommend you guys do is go ahead and go down to settings right here and then go to permalinks. And then down here, what you want to do is go ahead and change it from plain to post name. This is going to help with your SEO, so search engine optimization, which is basically going to help your website rank higher on search. Once you've chosen that, go ahead and scroll down and click on Save Changes. And now from there, we're going to go ahead and install a theme. So from here, we're going to go to Appearance and then go to Themes. And so now we could see that the active theme is currently the 2024. If we want to add a new theme, we can go ahead and click on this button right here, or we can click on this right here at the bottom. Here, they're going to give you a ton of different themes that you guys can choose from. As you guys can see right here, they have over 6,000 themes. The one that I recommend for most beginners is going to be Astra right here. This one's super beginner friendly, and it also has a lot of customizable features. So you guys can take a look at it. It's very, very simple. And yeah, most beginners use Astra, so I recommend just sticking with that. From here, I'll go ahead and click on install. And then once it is installed, I'll also go ahead and click on activate. So now that we go back to the appearance, we can see that the active theme is now Astra. So it's no longer 2024. And now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install a starter template. So in order to do this, we're going to go ahead and install a plugin. So go down to plugins right here. Now, as you guys can see, we have 3 different plugins already. One of them is the Hostinger one, and the other 2 is going to be the Hostinger AI Assistant, as well as the Lightspeed Cache. So this Lightspeed Cache one, it's totally fine for you guys to leave. It basically just optimizes your site to make it faster. But if you guys want to add a new plugin, just go ahead and click on add new plugin right here at the top. And the first plugin that we're going to install is going to be starter templates. So go ahead and go up to the top right hand corner where you guys can search and go ahead and type in starter templates. You guys should see it pop up right here by Brainstorm Force. I'll just go ahead and install this right now. And the next plugin we're going to install is called WooCommerce. So I'll go ahead and search this up as well. So here it is. I'm going to go ahead and install WooCommerce. So now if I go back to plugins, I'm going to see that starter templates and WooCommerce is now here. From here, all I have to do is just activate it. So I'll go ahead and activate WooCommerce, and it's going to bring you to a page like this, but you guys can just skip the guided setup for now. And then I'll also activate the starter templates. And once I do that, it's going to bring me to this page right here where it's going to ask me how I'd like to build my website. You can either choose the classic starter templates, or you guys can actually try out their AI website builder. For this video, I'll show you guys how to do it with the classic starter templates. So I'll go ahead and click on this right here. Now it's going to ask me to choose a page builder. So for this, we can go ahead and choose the block editor. If you guys want, you guys can also choose Elementor. This is another plugin that you'd have to install. But for this video, to make it simple, we'll just go ahead and go with the WordPress block editor. From here, you're going to have a bunch of different templates that you guys can look through. But for this video, since we are looking for e-commerce, we're going to go right here. And so it's going to show us a bunch of different templates that we can use for the e-commerce store. So once you guys find a template that you guys like, you guys can click into it. And then now it's going to ask you if you have a logo. If you guys have a logo, you guys can upload it right here. If not, no problem. You guys can just upload it later. For now, I'll just click on skip and continue. And now here you guys can change the colors of your website as well as the font. And then you just have to enter in some information and then click on submit and build my website. From there, once it is done, you guys can click on view your website right here. So now here is the blank page that they've created. I can go ahead and customize this now. So if I go back, I can go ahead and exit out of this. And then if I go to my pages right here, you guys can see that they have all of these different pages that they've built for me. And so here is the home page. I can go ahead and click on edit right here. You guys can either use all of these blocks that they've created for you, or you guys can actually just start from scratch. So if I wanted to, I could just delete any of these by clicking on the 3 dots right here and then click on delete. But yeah, we're going to dive into customizing the home page a little bit later. For now, we'll just go ahead and click on update, and then we can go back by clicking on this right here. And so the next thing that we want to do is actually create any of the pages that we need. So we can see that they already have a shop page, and there are some duplicates because starter templates created these pages as well as WooCommerce. So you guys can click on view on each of them and then see which one you guys want to keep. But totally up to you guys, which one looks better. You guys can choose that yourselves. But yeah, if there are any other pages that you guys want to create, so if I go on my website right now, you guys can see that they have an all products, home decor, garden decor, about, and contact. But if I want to create a separate page, then I could create that right here. In order to actually change up the navigation menu right here, I would just have to go back to my dashboard. I would go down to appearance right here and then menus. And so now I am editing the explore menu. What I could do is I can click on this and then go to the primary menu and then click on select. And so now this is going to show me what my current menu structure looks like. So for this example, let's say I have a clothing brand. So this isn't going to be anything with home decor. So I can go ahead and delete these. And instead I can click on the shop page and then click on add to menu. And let's say that I want the shop button to be right below the all products. I can do that. And then from here, once I'm good, I can click on save. So if I go back to my website and I refresh, I can now see that it is now all products, shop, about, and contact. Now from here, what you can do is you can go to WooCommerce right here and go to settings. And from here, you guys can go to products, and down here where it asks you for the shop page, you guys can choose this as the shop, or you guys can choose it as the home page. Going down here, we can go ahead and save changes. And another thing that we could do is we can go to accounts and privacy right here. And right here where it has the guest checkout, we can go ahead and allow customers to log into an existing account during checkout. We can also allow customers to create an account both during checkout and the my account page. Going down, we can go ahead and save changes. And if you guys actually want WooCommerce to create any of the pages for you, which they already did in my case, then I would just have to go to status right here. Then I would go ahead and click on tools right here. And then scrolling down, you guys will see that they have an option for creating default WooCommerce pages. So this is going to install any missing WooCommerce pages that you need. So to do this, I'll just click on create pages right here. Once that is done, I can go ahead and go to products right here. And so these are all the products currently on the website. I can go ahead and change all of these, or I can add a new one. But first, what I actually recommend that you guys do is create a category. So I'll go to categories right here. And so this is where you'd be able to create categories for your different products. products. That way your customers aren't searching through all the different products. They could just find a specific product under that category. So let's say, for example, I have a clothing brand, and so one of the collections is called the Earth collection. And right here, I can create this slug, which is basically the URL. I could just have this be Earth collection as well. And if this is a subcategory, then I can actually go ahead and choose the parent category right here. And I can also add a description as well as a display type and thumbnail, but this is all pretty optional. And from here, I'll just click on add new category. So now you guys see it is right there. And so once that is done, I can go ahead and add a new product right here. And so this is where I'd be able to add the product name. I can add a product description down here, and then scrolling down, I can go ahead and change things like the price. And the cool thing about the price is that I can actually schedule the price to change on specific dates. Next, we have the inventory. So this is the SKU number. This basically just helps you keep track of inventory. And there's a bunch of different things that you can do with that as well right here. You can also enter in the shipping information right here. There's also linked products that you can add to the page. So for example, upsells, this would be something that costs a little bit extra that you can try to have the customer buy, or you can have a cross sell. So this is basically like accessories or things that are usually purchased with that product. There's also attributes that you guys can use to put descriptive pieces of information. And then there's some of the advanced. So you could choose to add a purchase note that goes out to the recipient. And right here, there's also more products that you guys can choose by browsing the marketplace. But most of you guys just getting started, you won't need to enhance any of your products with any more extensions. Up here, you guys can also change it from being a virtual or downloadable product, or if it's a physical product, you just leave these unchecked. And down here, you'll also have the ability to create a product short description, and this is going to show at the top of the page. And then here on the right hand side, I can go ahead and set a product image. So here they're going to have me access my media library. If I want to upload an image, I can go ahead and click on upload files right here. And down here, I can also add product gallery images. So I'll click on this, and then I can upload more files that are from the same shirt, just in different colors. Down here, I can also choose the product category. So if I have a Be Kind collection, I can go ahead and select that. And I can also add a product tag, but more on that later. There's also a bunch of different options right here that we can change up. But for most beginners, I would recommend to just leave this alone. From here, you guys can go ahead and click on publish. And then I can also go ahead and click on view product right here. And so this is what it would look like. You guys can see that the product image is right here. It has the name, price, the short description that I wrote. Obviously, you guys would add more to it. You have the quantity right here. You can add it to your cart. If I scroll down, you guys have the additional description. And right here, they can see between white and black. And then they also have a section where the people can write a review. So once you guys are done adding all the products, you guys can now go ahead and customize the homepage. So I'm going to go back to pages right here, and then I'm going to scroll down and then click on edit for the homepage. So I went ahead and I deleted everything, and I'm just going to start from scratch. So I'll go ahead and click on plus button right here. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a container. So you can choose the layout that the container starts with. For this one, I'll go ahead and choose the big one. And so here on the right hand side, you guys can choose the layout settings. You guys can go to style right here and then change the background. So if I want, I can change it to an image, and then I can upload an image right here. So now that I've uploaded that image, I can now go down and I can change the position of the image. But for now, I'll just keep it in the middle. I can also go ahead and go down and choose an overlay type. So if I want, I can go ahead and choose an overlay color of gray. And then I can also change the opacity so that it just makes the background a little bit darker. That way from here, I can go ahead and click on the plus sign and then add some columns right here. So I'll go ahead and add a column, and I'll choose a 50-50 column. And so here on the left-hand side, I can go ahead and add another block. And let's say that I want to add a heading. And so to change the heading, I'll just have to click into it, and then I can write some stuff. And if I want, I can go ahead and go on the right-hand side and change the color of the text through this one right here. If I want, I can also add some padding to it. So what this can do is this can actually increase the amount of spacing that your text has. So let's say I want it to look like that. So then now I can go ahead and go down. So here on the bottom, you guys can see that if I click on the add block button, this is going to add another block inside the container that I currently have. So let me go ahead and delete that. And let me show you guys that if you guys want to add another block outside of this, you guys will have to click out of it. So I can click on the home button right there. And now if I scroll down, you guys can see that there's a new button right here that's below it. So if I click on add new block, I can go ahead and choose another container. And so now let's go ahead and choose the 3-column container. And for here in each of these columns, let's go ahead and add a cover. And so this is where I'd upload pictures of the specific categories. So let's say I want to add a picture of a shirt, and I can write something like Earth collection. I can go ahead and here and add another cover. And once that is done, I can go ahead and click on the entire block right here, and I can go over to spacing. And now right here, I can add some margin to the spacing. So I can add some spacing right here. So to do that, I'll just go ahead and unlink the cells right here. And so I'll add some margin to the top. Let's say I want to make it 50, and then I can also add 50 on the bottom. Now from here, I can go ahead and click outside and then add a new container. And this time we'll go ahead and select just a 1 container. And then right here, we'll go ahead and add product by tag. So I'll go ahead and add product by tag right here. And so now what this is going to do is this block is going to display any products that I have with selected tags. But first, I'm going to actually need to create tags and then assign it to the product itself. So from here, I'll go ahead and click on update, and then I'll go back to my WordPress dashboard. And from here, I can go down to my products right here, here and then go to tags. And so any shirt or any collection that we have that is featured, we can go ahead and just have it right here. So I'll go ahead and type in featured, and then same thing for the slug. I could just have it as featured and then add new tag. So now if I go back to my products, I can go to each of my shirts, and let's say I want the flower shirt to be featured. I can go ahead and click on quick edit right here. I can go to product tags right here and then search up featured, and boom, it is right there. So I'll click on that and then go down and then click on update. So now from here, I can go back to my homepage, and now if I scroll down, you guys can see that I can now search for product tags. So let's go ahead and choose the featured one and click on done. So cool, there it is. It is now featured on the homepage. And now I can click on update. And so now if I want to view it, then I can go ahead and click on view page right here, and boom. So this is what the website now looks like. You guys can see that this is the hero image. I would of course just go into my settings and probably change the width of this picture, but here are all the different collections. I could change these to link. So if I go back, I can go ahead and click on each of these on the text and then click on this to link to a different page. So if I want it to link to the Earth collection, I can go ahead and link it to the Earth shirt right here, or the Earth collection. And so now if I click on update, I can go ahead and go back and then refresh. And so now when I go ahead and hover, I can click on this and it'll take me to the Earth collection. From there, I can go ahead and click on it and I can add it to my cart. Now it's added to my cart. I can view the cart. Here's where I can proceed to checkout. And yeah, it's pretty much all built out for you through WooCommerce. From here, the only thing that I would recommend that you do is go ahead and click on this button right here and then also view it on mobile. So this is where you're going to be able to edit the website from the mobile view. Just make sure that everything looks okay before you actually go live. But yeah, from there, all you have to do is just add in your payments. So you can go to payments right here. And for WooCommerce, they actually have their own way of processing payments, but I actually recommend going down and then setting up either PayPal, or you can actually see more. And they have a bunch of different ways that you can accept payment. The most popular ones would probably be PayPal and Affirm. But if you actually go to the WooCommerce settings, you guys can set up a bunch of different other ones like Stripe. There's also Alipay, and yeah, you guys can see all the different ones that they have on here. They even have cash right here where you guys can have your customers pay with cash once you get delivery. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory to set it all up. I won't go too much into that, otherwise this video would be too long. But yeah, that's basically all you need to know as a total beginner to start your online store on WordPress. I hope you guys got some value out of this, and feel free to reference back to this video anytime. I know that we went over a lot of stuff, but again, we'll leave a bunch of links down below in the description. And yeah, if you guys use our link for Hostinger, make sure to use code MyFirstWebsite for an even greater discount. Anyways, that's all that we have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And again, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.